Hello all you beautiful people, my name is Zach Dowdy, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to build a DIY skate spot. Super hyped to get into it. This is actually day 3 of prepping this spot, so I'm going to be building a spine in this video, and I'm super hyped because this company called Dremel, I think that's how you pronounce it, they sent me this grinder. And a lot of you have mentioned I should get an angle grinder. This thing is like a 3-in-1 saw, so I'm super hyped to break this in. Actually opened it up earlier at home and kind of like unpacked it. Whoa, watch out, this thing's got G-forces. And what I love about it is that it's cordless. I do have a corded one, and the reason I didn't get a cordless one originally is because they're so expensive. Like cordless grinders are so expensive and you're only getting one tool. So I just felt like it wasn't worth it. But with this bad boy, it's like a 3-in-1. So I like to get tools that you can do multiple things with. So I'm super hyped. I unpacked it at home. Now we're back at the spot. This is actually day 3. The first day was with my friend Lucas. We just kind of moved around some curbs to basically make this formation for the spine. So this is gonna be like a beginner DIY skate spot tutorial. Anybody can be able to do this after you watch this video. It's gonna be really simple. We have our form basically by using curves. We just took a bunch of curves. They're actually in the slab area, not really being used. So we're kind of like repurposing the stuff that's in this area. And now we have our form. Super hyped. So yeah, like I said, this is day 3. I prepped everything up. I came yesterday with some forms from a previous video that I made a bank on. I'll actually link that up here if you want to see how I made these forms. But I brought my old forms and kind of just made a couple lines of where I needed to cut them because they were too tall. So I went back home, made a couple cuts to those old forms, and then made 2 new forms. So altogether we have 4 forms. And the idea with wood forms is that it makes it a lot easier the day of. Everything that I've done so far is prepping for this spot, for today's build, to make life a lot easier. With the forms, I can just like fill it with the concrete and let it go. So with that said, I'm gonna get a couple filler kind of rocks and dirt to kind of fill the under area. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you everything that we do, and then put our forms together and start mixing some concrete and throw it on here. I think I'm just gonna do one side because I just got off work and we only have X amount of sunlight. So yeah, I get about like 3 hours after work to build. So we'll see how much we can get done today, and I maybe do the other side tomorrow. So let's jump into it. All of our filler on there. It's ready for some concrete. As you can see, the forms, they're not perfect. Like they're not as thin and flesh as I wanted them to be, but that's part of just recycling. I'm recycling from our previous form, so you know, they're not perfect. I wish they were a little bit better, but that's DIY. We're gonna run with it, make it work. So what I'm trying to say is like the forms are gonna be more of a guide. It's not gonna be like the be all say all. I'm not gonna just go by the forms. I'm kind of gonna eyeball it and use the forms as a basic guide. And before we get to mixing, I'm going to be using my angle grinder. I didn't want to call this the angle grinder. It's a 3-in-1 saw from Dremel. Super excited. So I'm basically going to chip up the ground right here so that our new and old concrete bond nicely. When you don't chip up the ground, you end up having more of a problem, and you could solve it later, but it's easier to try to do that in the beginning versus trying to fix it in the long run. All right, that is pretty much it for this one side. Got our different trowels on there, concrete's on there. It's looking nice. Kind of troweled a couple more times, just keeping an eye on the top and the bottom so you can make sure they look good. And then from there, it's just a drying game. I'll let it dry. I'll be back first thing in the morning to check on it, make sure nobody messes with it. And pretty happy with how it looks so far. I think it's looking good, and we're definitely going to get a skate session on this by the end of the video. I think Big Al's coming in town this weekend, so we'll get a heavy session on it by the end of this video. Really important thing about building DIY skate spots, which I feel like I forget to mention in quite a lot of DIY videos. One is wearing masks and protecting your lungs and stuff like that, and the second one is that clean all your tools when you're done. So right now I'm kind of done finishing up. I'm going to clean off my shovel that I mixed with, clean off all my trowels, clean off everything, because concrete can destroy your tools, and like when you're investing in this kind of stuff, you want it to last. So yeah, clean your tools when you're done building. Yesterday, before I left, I stashed some of our supplies in the bush over here, and I'm stoked that it's still here. Like just the forms, our mixing tube, and an old shovel of mine, because when you're building DIY skate spots on your own solo style, it's taxing on the body. So anything you can do to like eliminate the stress on your body is definitely good. Reserve your energy. You know, you don't want to burn out too fast when you're building skate spots. You gotta pace yourself and prep yourself. So stoked everything's still here. I grabbed 2 more bags of concrete. This is like a 3-in-1 skate spot. It'll be a ledge. It'll sort of be like a quarter pipe as well, and a spine. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of different ways to skate something like this, and it's gonna be really easy for you to build. Side 1 looks good. There's a little bit of cracking going on, and that happens. There's a lot of different reasons for concrete cracking, but in this case it's because it got too hot. And basically what happens is the concrete starts to cure too fast, and it kind of will crumble essentially. So like if you can water cure, slow down the process, it'll make it a lot stronger. You can avoid that cracking. So yeah, that happened, and today I was at work all day, so I didn't really have the chance to come and like pour water on it. There's our buddy back there. So yeah, if you can add water to it and kind of like keep it wet, it'll definitely reframe from cracking. But there's ways to prevent that. I have something I'm going to add on there. So let's get mixing some concrete, add on to the other side. Woo-wee! Summer's here early, baby. That is it. My glasses are destroyed. Probably so much concrete on them. Make sure you wear a mask when you're doing all this kind of stuff. Make sure you wear gloves. I didn't have gloves today, and I kind of was like winging it, but you should not do that. Looks good. Super hyped on everything. We're gonna come back tomorrow, check on it. Big Al is coming out tonight. Coming over this weekend, so we'll be filming some videos. Hope we'll get a skate session on this on Sunday, so that will be the next day we check in on it. My buddy's also coming down to maybe install pole jam, so we're really getting it going in this video. Let's check into the future. We are back to check on it. Now that we're here in the middle of the day, I'm gonna throw some water up on it. I just put some water on it. It looks fresh, there's no cracking, and we got Big Al today. He's with us.
Yeah! What's up? Oh my God, YouTube fam. We're
back on the channel. It's been since like SF, since
it has
back on the channel.
Exactly, and you know, we're reunited. We're gonna just have some fun today. Check out some of these epic builds Dowdy's got going on.
He's gonna help me with the video part. He's gonna get some clips for the video part.
Yes, I am. We actually got a few things lined up. We've been talking about it. I don't want to, you know, tell you guys. I don't want to spoil it. Exactly, no spoilers. So, but
July 29th.
But stay tuned for it because we got some good stuff going on. We're plotting over here.
And we're gonna skate this spot tomorrow. I was making a video about Spitfire wheels. I'm gonna finish this spot, kind of patching it today. I'm gonna put some kind of concrete vinyl patcher on the top and bottom seam just to really like make it one solid piece of concrete so that avoids any, you know, chipping away. And then from that, it's skate time. We'll probably skate it tomorrow, give it one more day to dry.
Fixing this seam right here, tying the parking block to this cement that Dowdy did. This is just a set XP epoxy, 2 parts, the white and then the black. It comes with this like spindle tube, but I like to do it like this. So you gotta make sure you puncture the red and it comes out like this, boom, and then you just stir it.
Woo!
And you want it to be that green, that like, it'll dry a little bit lighter, but this is what I go off of, just the color.
Kind of like Bondo.
Kind of like, exactly. Yeah, just like Bondo. So that's the color we want.
That's how you fix pool coping too.
Yeah, pool coping, cracks.
Cannon, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
here. And then all I do is this is my putty knife. So I just get this nice edge, boom, like that. Just like this. And then all I do is I come in here, scrape up. I'll just fill it.
And that's it.
That's it. And then all you do, you come back through like this. This.
Then you got like a constant clean little scraping. Yeah. Sealed off.
Just kind of seal that off and butter it up.
Now we got it all sealed up. We got our top and bottom seams nice and solid. The idea for that is just to prevent it from chipping away, because in the long run, it will chip away if you don't do kind of the things we're doing. Trying to just like prep it up even after the concrete's on there. So now it's another little bit of a waiting game. We're definitely gonna skate this tomorrow, but we got it all sealed off. I even hit some of the exposed edges where you can kind of see where the forms were and our backfill. I covered all that with some Type S and our concrete vinyl patcher just to make everything nice and sealed, because I think it kind of blends in aesthetically so people don't see it as much, as well as just less likely to fall apart. Today is skate day, so we're back. It's been another day has gone by, and today it's super rainy. It's been like drizzling all day, on and off. We didn't know if we're actually gonna be able to skate it, but so far, for now, it stopped raining. So hopefully we're gonna get a skate session in today, because Big Al, he's gotta drive back home tonight. You know, he got a nice 3-hour drive, so we're hoping today we get a skate session. He's sweeping it up, clearing everything out. So yeah, from here, I'm just gonna lacquer it up, give it a nice clear coat on top of that one parking block, get it grinding nice and solid, and then it's game time, it's session time. We might paint it in another episode, not sure yet if we're gonna paint it. I don't know if that's gonna add too much attention. maybe like a dark gray color or something like that. So from here, we're just gonna try to dry everything up, lacquer it up, and get our skate session. All right, we got our clear coat on there. It's pretty much ready to go. I'm waiting for some of these puddles to dry so we can hit it at every angle. What I am super excited about this spot is, well, we got Andy Mack here and Al, so we got like transition skater and street skating here. And this is like a 3-in-1. It's sort of like a ledge, quarter pipe, and a spine. And we can skate a lot of different ways, and that's what I'm excited about, and super stoked to just jump into the skate session. Man, I'm really hyped on this spot. I honestly could skate here over and over and over. My point being, this edit could go on for 2 hours, but thank you to everyone that's made it this far. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you smash that like button if you enjoy this video, DIY processes. Enjoy the skate session, but that's gonna be it for today's video. Super hyped to come back here and try some tricks. Let me know some tricks you wanna see on the spine, ledge, / quarter pipe. See you guys in the next one. Mash.